Welcome to Lesson 4.5, Chemistry Basics, where we cover the foundation of matter. While chemistry may sound intimidating, the TEAS only tests you on basic and essential concepts, enough to understand how substances interact in the body and environment. Let's start with the basic building blocks of everything around you, atoms. Whether it's the air you breathe or the desk you're sitting at, it's all made of atoms. Now, here's what you need to know about their structure. Atoms have three main parts: protons, which are positively charged and found in the nucleus, or center, of the atom; neutrons, which have no charge, they're neutral, and are also located in the nucleus; electrons, which are negatively charged and move around the nucleus in energy levels, or shells. Here are three quick facts every TEAS student should know. First, the number of protons equals the atomic number. That's how we identify the element. Second, atoms are neutral, which means the number of protons equals the number of electrons. And third, electrons don't stay still. They move in specific paths called shells or energy levels around the nucleus. TEAS tip: don't just memorize the names. Know where each particle is located and what its charge is. That's one of the most common science questions. Now, let's break down some key chemistry terms you'll see on the TEAS. First, an element is a pure substance made of just one kind of atom, like oxygen, hydrogen, or carbon. Next, a molecule is when two or more atoms bond together. They can be the same element, like O2, or different ones, like H2O, which is a water molecule. A compound is a special type of molecule made of different elements. For example, water is a compound because it combines hydrogen and oxygen. Now, let's talk bonds, because atoms need a way to stick together. A covalent bond is when atoms share electrons. This type is strong and common in living things. An ionic bond is when one atom transfers electrons to another, creating charged particles called ions. Here's your TEAS tip: if you see share, think covalent. If you see transfer, it's ionic. Next, let's review the three main states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. In a solid, particles are tightly packed and only vibrate in place. That's why solids have a fixed shape and a fixed volume. In a liquid, particles are more loosely connected and can slide past each other. Liquids take the shape of their container but still keep a fixed volume. In a gas, particles move freely and quickly. Gases don't have a fixed shape or volume. They spread out and fill whatever space they're in. Here's your TEAS tip: gases expand to fill the shape and volume of their container. That fact shows up often in science reasoning questions. Now let's talk about solutions, a common chemistry topic on the TEAS. A solution is a mixture where one substance dissolves in another. The solvent is the part that does the dissolving. Most often, this is water. The solute is the substance being dissolved. For example, in salt water, the water is the solvent, and the salt is the solute. Together, they form a solution. Here's a TEAS tip: you might see a question asking you to identify the solute and solvent in a mixture, so keep this relationship clear. Let's move on to the pH scale, which measures how acidic or basic a substance is. This is another common TEAS question. The scale runs from 0 to 14. A pH from 0 to 6 means the substance is acidic. Think lemon juice or vinegar. A pH of 7 is neutral, like pure water. A pH from 8 to 14 means the substance is basic or alkaline, like baking soda or soap. Here's what you need to remember. Low pH means more H+ ions. That's acidic. High pH means more OH- ions. That's basic. And exactly 7 means the substance is neutral. TEAS tip: if you're given a number, just match it. Below 7 equals acid, 7 equals neutral, above 7 equals base. Now let's talk about why chemistry matters in real-life healthcare situations. The TEAS may ask reasoning-based questions like, what happens when the body's pH changes too much? How do chemical reactions release energy? How does salt dissolve in water? For example, blood needs to stay around a pH of 7.4. If it becomes too acidic or too basic, It can interfere with enzymes and disrupt body functions. So here's your TEAS tip. Understanding chemical reactions, pH levels, and how molecules behave will help you answer science questions that connect chemistry to human biology. Let's wrap up what you need to remember for chemistry on the TEAS. First, atoms are made of three particles. Protons are positive, neutrons are neutral, and electrons are negative. Next, an element is made of one type of atom, while a compound contains different atoms bonded together. Speaking of bonds, covalent bonds share electrons, while ionic bonds transfer them. When making a solution, the solvent is what does the dissolving, and the solute is what gets dissolved. Now for states of matter. Solids have a fixed shape, liquids flow but keep volume, and gases expand to fill the space. Finally, the pH scale runs from 0 to 14. 0 to 6 is acidic, 7 is neutral, and 8 to 14 is basic or alkaline. These core ideas will help you answer both fact-based and reasoning questions on the TEAS Science section.